Hey, Shalom Israel, Most High Christ bless. I'm Officer Joseph. With me I got
Soldier Abishai.
All right, we here in Hartford, Connecticut. We're here to speak to our people what they know about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, right? Where robbery, murder, the rape of our people has happened. All right, so we're here to talk to the people. We're hitting the streets, all right? Shalom, Most High Christ bless. It's Officer Joseph. I'm here with
Maria.
Maria. Let me ask you something. You celebrate Thanksgiving?
Yes, I do.
Well, may I ask you, why do you celebrate it?
I don't know. It's a religion, I guess. My family has always did it, so it's like it's a culture of ours. That's all.
I used to. Why don't you celebrate Thanksgiving anymore?
I had a lot of series of unfortunate events.
Not really, but I spent time with my family extra around them times.
So you go over there for Thanksgiving?
We haven't really cooked, but it's just more of a gathering, but not really.
But it's on that day though.
For sure, yeah. For extra time, yeah.
No, I do not.
Why do you think our people in general celebrate Thanksgiving?
I believe that a lot of things have been passed down through word of mouth. A lot of things have been sugar-coated and just made easy to get. I wouldn't say understand, I'd say get the idea, but you don't really understand the concept, so people are just going with the flow of things nowadays.
It's a pagan holiday, but people don't really understand what they're getting into. The holidays are right around this time on purpose at the end of the year, because they're not honoring God the way that they need to be. They're not giving the glory to the Most High like they're supposed to. It's going to all these people that we made gods that are not of God.
You ever think about where do we get it from?
Yes, I do.
Where do you think we got it from?
God himself.
Also, you think it's in the Bible?
Yeah, my aunt used to tell me God was born on Thanksgiving. He wasn't born on damn Christmas.
See, he was born on Thanksgiving?
Mm-hmm.
They said it in the Bible?
That's what she said. Listen, you know how old folks say.
Why do our people not like to read it ourselves? Why do we just take what people saying?
I really don't get it either. I don't know.
Have you ever read it in the book?
No.
Me neither.
It's just based off what we've been learning from the history books. Not really knowing the deep root of it.
That's what I'm saying. No one really talks about the origins of Thanksgiving, right?
Right.
They don't think about Christmas, the origins. They don't think about New Year's origins. 4th of July, right?
Yeah, man.
So why do we celebrate it then?
To give thanks.
To get what?
To give thanks.
To give thanks.
Thanksgiving.
So what have you found out about Thanksgiving to cause you not to celebrate it?
Well, I am Native American. A lot of my family are Blackfoot. We're also Nipmuc. We come from several different tribes. A lot of us originated up here from Northern America. A lot of our history has been either stolen, borrowed, appropriated, twisted, forgotten, buried. So if people know about that already, like the history behind that, the slaughtering and everything, the stealing, and there's no point in practicing something that I know kind of really well of, and none of my people are here to kind of represent me or to tell the truth of our lives and what this really means to us. So knowing that, I wouldn't celebrate it just because it's a tradition and it's disrespectful to my ancestors.
Why are we celebrating these things like Thanksgiving, right? Christmas, New Year's, right? Because the Bible doesn't tell us to celebrate those things. It don't, right? Read that.
Isaiah 29 and 13. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth,
just like your auntie was saying, she loved Jesus, right?
Amen.
Okay.
And with their lips do honor me.
With their lips do honor me, saying, I'm a Christian. I fear God. I do his will, right? Okay.
But have removed their heart far from me.
But they remove their minds far from God, right? Whose minds are in our people? Because it's not black people thinking. It's not. You think it's God? You think it's God's mind running these black people out here?
The white man.
Is that oh, that's where we got it. That's where we get it. Is it God or is it the white man?
White man.
It's the white man.
Thanksgiving isn't in the Bible. Christ isn't for Thanksgiving. And I want to show you a few more scriptures. Let's go to Isaiah 65 and verse 11. Because the Bible talks about Thanksgiving.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop.
That prepare a table. What do we do for Thanksgiving?
Prepare a table with a big feast.
Exactly. So the Bible says we prepare a table for a troop. That troop is talking about the pilgrims that came over and raped, robbed, and murdered the Native Americans for the land. Because that land was stolen. It wasn't votes for the land. They took that land from our brothers that was so-called Native Americans. All right, that's all praises. Now, do you know that that's actually talked about in the Bible?
Kind of lightly. I don't really know too much about it in the Bible. I never really got to that part yet.
Okay, yeah, I want to show you this. We're going to Deuteronomy chapter 28, and we're going to start at verse 30. Because the things that you said, the robbing, the rape, the murder that they did, that the pilgrims came over here and did to the Native Americans, this is recorded in the Bible. Listen to this.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife and another man. 30? 31. Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof.
So it's saying that thine ox shall be slain before their eyes. What did the pilgrims come over here and do when they came to the Americas?
As far as I believe, if I can remember, I believe they joined forces and allies with some tribes to gain trust, and in the midst of that, in that process, there was a bunch of slaughtering and killing and mass murder and rape.
Yep. Yeah, so the Bible prophesied how...
If I read it with you, can I look at it while you read it?
Right. So the Bible prophesied how they would come over and they would slay the cattle of the Native Americans. Continue.
And thou shalt not eat thereof. Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thine face.
It says violently taken away. They came over here saying pushing peace, but what they actually did was violently take the land, take the cattle, and take the lives of the Native Americans.
And shall not be restored to thee. Thy sheep shall be given unto thine enemies.
Thine enemies. So the Bible calls the pilgrims the enemies of the people that they did this to.
And thou shalt have none to rescue them.
Verse 32.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
That's going into the same thing that you said, the genocide, the taking the children of the Native Americans and enslaving them in other countries.
Yeah.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
So the Native Americans, they didn't have any might to be able to get their children back. And this was prophesied in the Bible. Moses told this to the Israelites because they, if they didn't keep the commandments of God, these things would eventually come to pass. And it came to pass when the pilgrims came to the Americas and did this to the Native Americans.
Is that it's hard to believe that there are people who originated from Northern America because, the Atlantic slave trade and everything, people being brought over from Africa to breed with Native Americans. So there are people who are Afro-Indigenous, myself. But at the same time, I just want people to realize that it's not hard to fathom that not everybody came on a boat. Some people were here and then just got turned into slaves.
That's also in the Bible. I just want to show you. I know you gotta go. I want to show you one more thing. We're gonna go to 2nd Ezra chapter 13 and verse 40. Because, like you said, people were actually over here before the pilgrims came over here, and they didn't come on slave ships. So let's see how those people came over here.
2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasseh, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them away over the waters. And so they came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
So before the Native Americans came over here, it was no mankind to dwell over here. So they gathered all the 10 tribes, gathered themselves together, and they came to the conclusion that they were going to travel to a land that nobody dwelt in. Let's continue on to see what land I was talking about.
That they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was great way to go, namely of a year and a half. And the same region is called Arsareth.
So it took them a year. They went through the Euphrates.
Before you answer, are you speaking, when you say they, are you speaking about the Israelites?
Yes.
Or, so, you can finish.
The Native Americans are from one of the tribes of Israel, which is the tribe of Gad.
You said the Native Americans are from that tribe?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God! Hold on!
So this that we just brought out, it shows that the 10 tribes went through the Euphrates rivers. Gad, G-A-D. Yep, G-A-D. It shows
What tribe is that?
that's one of the children of Israel, which Jacob name eventually turned to Israel.
Right? So do you think you should be celebrating Thanksgiving?
No.
No! Put the ham down, sis! Put the ham down! So should we be giving thanks for that on the last Thursday of November?
No.
So are you going to be celebrating Thanksgiving this November?
I'm not even going to work on Thanksgiving.
You going to work?
Nah.
You're not even going to work, but are you going to celebrate Thanksgiving?
Nah.
Okay.
Like more some like take some time of like silence to just gather all that. If anything, build my education up and spread the word. Hopefully.
Read the scriptures. Exactly. Right.
It's God, I'm glad you brought the word, because the word says you put nothing above the God. And we put all those things that we celebrate, our birthdays, our Mother's Day, and it becomes a cluster of sinful
Idolatry.
Yeah. And it's let's call a spade a spade. It's adult. It's blasphemy.
All right. The Jewish encyclopedia, Arsareth, the name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the inhabitants of man, in which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell, observing the law of Moses. All right. Columbus identified America with this land.
So Columbus knew about that land because of the passages that we just read.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good one.
I hope that this reaches out to a lot of people, because I feel like a lot of people lack knowledge when it comes to history.
Hey, Israel, so you see how it went. All praise the Most High. A lot of our people stopped celebrating that crap. All right, they know Thanksgiving is of the devil. All right, it's not for our people. There's nothing to give thanks for in this country. All right, but I appreciate y'all tuning in, Israel. Shalom, Most High Christ bless.